Summer is on the wane here in downtown Summit, and everybody's geared up for fall. Kids are back to school, moms are out shopping, and we've got some great ideas for you for dining in our lovely downtown. This is Meet the Merchants. I'm Emmy Havis, and today I'm going to introduce you to a new restaurant that's opening by some old friends in town, and a new ice cream store. Well, it's not really new, but it's a little gem that's tucked away that you must see. So why don't you come along with me while I introduce you to my friends. I'm here with Luigi of Luigis Ice Cream, which is located nestled right in next to Ani Ramen on Springfield Avenue in Summit, of course. And Luigi, this is an amazing place. Thank you so much for having us today.
Listen, the pleasure's all mine. Thank you for having us.
This is just, I wanted everybody to come and meet you because this is a neat little gem in downtown Summit.
Thank you.
And I follow you on Instagram, so at about 11 o'clock every night, I'm looking at these delicious rolled ice creams and your teas and your cakes and your pies and everything.
I apologize in advance for the extra calories.
And I just wanted to come in and meet you and see what you do here. Now, you have 4 locations, right?
We do, yes.
Tell me how you got into this. What did you do before you did Luigi's Ice Cream?
Yeah, so interestingly enough, so my wife and I, we both had very secure corporate jobs. And at the time we didn't have any kids, so, you know, for the weekends, we thought it would be really neat to be a part of these food truck events that were starting to come.
Yes.
My wife and I love travel. We love food, more importantly. And so I had always been making ice cream just for fun, friends and family, potluck dinners and events. And so the light bulb just went off, and we thought, man,
let's put it all together.
Let's do this on the weekends. It would be a great way for us to meet other food folks and also get free food through maybe bartering.
That's right.
That's exactly what happened. Through the first couple of years, we met a great community of food truck vendors.
Isn't that wonderful? Yeah.
And to this day, we're great friends with a lot of them, and we've learned a lot from their story and their journey. And so about a year and a half into the business, we realized that it kind of started taking a life of its own. And so in 2017, my wife and I, we were blessed to have our first son.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. And while at the same time, we had made the decision to open our first brick and mortar location in Red Bank. All of that kind of happened all at the same month and on the same day,
actually. The way life goes sometimes.
It's incredible. My son was 2 months early, and he came on the day of our grand opening. So we had to push it back. And so, you know, with all that, we had already made our decision to leave corporate America. You know, once we had Red Bank fully established, we did a little bit sooner than planned.
Yeah, but that's okay.
Yeah,
that's great. Now, you, other than doing the rolls, which we're going to get to a little bit later, you also make all of your ice cream. This is not stuff that you buy. These are your recipes and your stuff.
Yes.
So how do you come up with the ideas for the flavors? Because you have some different flavors.
Thank you, and thank you for mentioning that. And that's what really makes us unique, is that we are true ice cream artisans in our own right. We spend a lot of time researching on how to make the perfect batch. And so what we found missing in the industry was real flavors being infused in the ice cream.
Instead of flavor rings.
For flavor rings, exactly. So, you know, to give an example, right, if you wanted pistachio ice cream, a traditional ice cream place, if they actually did make it themselves, they would get some green food coloring and some pistachio flavor, make it, and then maybe sprinkle some pistachio. Where our process, we'll actually take the pistachio, we'll take a lot of pistachio, and let it marinate for days before we churn it. Absolutely, just to extract the flavors into the ice cream. So when you get that first taste, it's a very pure pistachio flavor. And so we've taken that methodology and applied it to all of our flavors.
That's great.
Yeah, and really we just look at things that we've seen through our travel that we were fascinated by, like for example, lychee fruit or ube, you know, because my wife and I are Filipino, Thai ice cream, you know.
Really interesting flavors and
absolutely.
stuff, and just adapted it to it. So you actually took something that was a hobby and pushed it into a business through the food truck, which they are so big now, unbelievable. And you still do your food truck, right?
We do, yeah. We had an event yesterday. And now we do catering events, weddings, bar mitzvahs, you know, any special events, birthdays.
So we can just call you up and say, hey, Luigi, I'm having a party at my house. Can you pull the food truck into the driveway and make us some dessert?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, that's great.
We'll be there.
That's great. That's terrific. So you're in this nice little spot here, and I am really blown away with the decorating, because for a very small area, it's really well done. You've got this great wall behind you here, which is a surprise when you come through the door. But everything, the ceiling is blown up, and the colors are great, and a little mural over here. And it's just, even though you have a tiny little opening here, and of course you can go through here to the restaurant, but you want to come in. As you walk by and you glance in, you definitely want to come in. Did you design this all yourself?
I wish I could take all the credit. We did
use... take part of it. Anyway.
I'll take a little bit of part of it. And so a lot of our design elements is part of a design DNA. So a lot of this came from our first location in Red Bank. And so we did hire a design team through the architectural firm that helped us build that location. And so taking a lot of the elements in our Red Bank location, we've incorporated that into this space, so that when you come into our space, it still feels like a Luigis Ice Cream.
You branded it.
Yeah, and we took a few different cues and modernized a few things. But we wanted to make sure that our guests coming in here would be invited to really just sit down, relax, and also take photos of their product.
Yes, absolutely. People would do that and put it on their Instagram and stuff. Absolutely true, because it just screams for you to do that. So you do the rolled ice cream. Do you do ice cream cones?
We have ice cream cones, and the other specialty that we do is ice cream donut sandwiches. So that is the first product that we created, and basically we make our own donuts. It's a glazed donut. You get to choose any of our homemade ice cream.
Oh my God, I'm getting so hungry.
And it comes with a topping, and then we have a special donut press that'll warm the donut, but it won't melt your ice cream.
Melt the ice cream.
Yeah, so you're getting hot, crunchy, cold, all at the same time. It's a great experience.
Now, do you eat that with a fork? Or do you eat it by hand?
You eat it with your hands. And we have special utensils that you could use to make sure that you're not getting too messy.
Oh, that sounds really, really special. That would make me come through the door just to have that experience.
It's a whole meal in one.
Yeah, really, absolutely. I mean, you could even be bad and have that for breakfast and get away with it with a cup of coffee, right?
We've got a couple guilty residents coming in here early in the morning.
Yeah, that's great. So now you've got my interest all piqued here with all these delicious flavors and how you make this delicious ice cream. So can you show us how you do a roll, and maybe let me take my hand at it, give me some lessons, and see if I can do it?
Yeah,
Great.
we could train anybody.
Oh, good. I'm glad to hear that. Terrific. Well, let's get to work.
Let's go.
Now we're going to see how this all comes together. So, Luigi, tell me what this is.
So what we're going to do today...
It looks cold.
Yeah, so right now we have a special pan. The pan is currently at -18 degrees.
Ooh.
And it stays on at that temperature all day long.
Yeah.
And basically what that does is, once we put the ice cream mixture into it, it'll instantly start to freeze. At the same time, it'll formulate, not to get too scientific, but it'll have a different structure, and it'll give us a different texture of ice cream.
You know, I wondered about that when I watched you on YouTube and I get your Instagrams. It looks different to me.
Yes.
So, and this is a liquid.
It is. So this is our own blend of ice cream mixture.
Okay.
Since we're a homemade ice cream company, we're actually really good at making ice cream in general.
Okay, good.
And so this is just your traditional mixture of whole milks and heavy creams and some other blend-ins that we create for our base.
All those wonderful things in
life,
exactly.
You know?
Just what we like. Okay, so we've got here 2 beautiful Oreo cookies.
Yep, so we're gonna make today a Cookie Monster.
Oh, it's so cute.
So what we'll do is we'll start with 2 Oreo cookies, and we're gonna dice it up.
It's a good start already. Who doesn't love Oreos, right?
Everything is better with Oreos. Pour in our vanilla mixture that we've dyed blue to pay homage to our friend Cookie Monster from Sesame Street.
It's so cute, I love him. Look at that.
So now we're going to start churning the ice cream right onto the pan.
Kind of like doing an omelet. As it gets
Exactly.
cold, you're just pulling it all in.
Exactly. The longer we wait, the harder it'll be to get the ice cream out of the pan. We're gonna want to build a square. And so
Okay.
we're gonna evenly distribute our ice cream mixture so that
this
it
is gonna-
freezes
yeah.
evenly.
Yeah. It's amazing.
We have a little bit of time for it to freeze, so we're gonna add a little chocolate syrup.
Oh boy.
And over here at Luigi's, we like to have fun with our food.
That's good. We should have fun with our food.
So we're gonna roll it out.
Whoever
Ice
thought of
cream.
this? Where
So-
did this come from?
This is traditionally found and originated in Southeast Asia.
Okay.
And so in Thailand specifically, it's very common to find street vendors selling on a street corner with a cooler of cream and milk, some fresh fruits, and you could walk up to them and they'll do rolled ice cream right in front of you. And we're gonna,
For Cookie Monster.
yeah, we're gonna cream.
Of course.
Cookie Monster gets a cookie,
Perfect.
more Oreo dust. And there it is, that is our Cookie
Fabulous.
Monster.
Delicious. Looks really good.
Dig in.
Okay.
All right.
Let me try. The good one. Get some of that cookie dough. Oh my gosh. It even tastes better than it looks. Seriously. It's absolutely delicious. And I know blue ice cream looks funky, but it's great. It's great. Delicious. You have to try this. So people can follow you on Instagram at
Yes.
Luigis Ice Cream, which I do. And what other social media are you on?
So we have a website, luigisicecream.com. We're also on Facebook, so Luigi's Ice Cream USA. We also have a Snapchat, and you can find us on Yelp. We're all over Google.
All over the place.
Yeah.
Good. So if people aren't here in Summit, they can visit you in Red Bank.
Red Bank,
Metuchen.
Metuchen, and also Jersey City, where we have boozy ice cream. So we have a liquor license in Jersey City, and so you could have a little bit of an adult dessert after a great dinner at Ani Ramen.
Yeah, I was just going to say, you are in conjunction with her
Yes.
over there also.
Exactly.
Well, this has been a treat, Luigi, and thank you so much for letting me try out my talents on your ice
You
cream.
did a great
machine.
job, and I'll be
Thank
calling you in the summer when we need some additional
I
help.
will make it down here, and I will help you out anytime.
I
Just send up an
appreciate
SOS. And thanks so much for spending some time with us today. We really appreciate it.
Thank you, Amy, for the time. It was great to see you guys.
Great to meet
Thank you.
Okay. Here we are at the new location of Zappia's Cucina and Brick Oven Pizza on Beechwood Road. And it's a beautiful day this afternoon with the sun shining. The front of this new restaurant opens up so you can eat inside or out, or you can call up and get takeout or come in and get takeout. But as I'm standing here, I can smell delicious scents coming from that kitchen. So I thought we might go in and meet Sal, the chef who has been cooking at his father's niece since he was a little kid, he told me, and maybe he can help us make a pizza for lunch. Let's go. Everybody, I want you to meet Sal. This is the new chef at Zappia's Cucina.
Nice to meet you, Summit, right?
And Sal has told me that he has his whole family, from his grandfather to his father to him and his brother, have been in the restaurant business. So this is a passion with him, a love that he was born in the DNA, right?
Yep.
Right? So Sal has been gracious enough to make a pizza for us, and I'm going to kind of follow along and see how I can do on this. So go ahead, Sal. Tell me what we do first.
Well, what we do first, we flour our dough, just press it out.
This
Nice and gentle,
This
you know.
is tricky dough in that it's very stretchy.
It's not, you know, a lot of people, you know, we make it look easy.
I know.
when you-
Tell me about it.
Let's give you a little more flour then. Put a little bit there. Put a little bit there. All right, next part. This is the tricky part. This is where everybody.
Okay, so I'm
I pull.
pushing and pulling, pushing and pulling. Okay, this is tricky.
It's the tricky part.
Oh my God, this is so
Yeah.
hard.
Let me.
You do it for me. That is not easy.
It's probably not.
Oh,
gonna,
I see. My hand should be flatter.
Yeah, see, I don't. It's tough to. This is like over
Little.
the years that I, you know what I mean? Like,
Yes.
I learned the little things,
Yes.
how to do it better.
Yeah, that's a little tricky. Okay. Oh, that looks good. You made it look good.
Next step, you always gotta put your flour on there.
Okay.
Rub it in a little bit.
Good.
Right, that's
Good.
There you go. Spread it around.
This is my lunch right here.
Then
Okay.
you put your cheese on it. Some people like extra, some people like light. My mother likes it really light and crispy.
I like my pizzas light and crispy too.
Try to make it into a round circle right now. You'll be all right.
It's my original kind of free-form pizza.
You can put it in too.
Okay. Here we go. And
Right
I
in
just
that front spot right there. Perfect. Look at that. Beautiful.
Look at that.
You are.
I just can't roll out the dough if I could do that. Okay, you do yours and let me see.
Now the other part is
See, that's terrific. So it's really the weight that pulls it. You're just kind of
I
turning
watch it because there's some spots that gets thin, so I try to go around them.
Okay. Wow. That's terrific.
Nice.
Look at
round
that.
pie.
How old were you when you started going to the restaurants and your dad teaching you how to
I
do
remember my
things?
first time I put a plastic crate right here. I was like 12 years old.
Really? And you
Since
loved
then-
it from the very beginning, huh?
Since then, that's it. It was all downhill.
So your sauce here is a family recipe.
The sauce isn't, but we're getting to that stage right now. We just opened. We don't want to shock everybody all at once. You know what I mean? Like a little different. We're trying to get a different customer base, more people.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't want to scare anyone away and say we're changing everything because people
Sure.
do love the pizza.
But but the sauce that was on the rigatoni that I had
That-
the other night, you told
yeah.
me that was a family
Yep.
recipe. It was delicious.
Thank you.
And I've been making my own sauce since I was a kid too, and that was delicious sauce. It had the right amount of sweetness, and
Now we're gonna
it
go
was
in.
terrific.
And we're
Now,
done.
I was very impressed with the menu. It has a lot of good things on it. I mean, nice variety. I mean, the pizzas are wonderful, and if we look at them in the case here, they're absolutely delicious.
Yes.
But there's salmon on there, there's seafood, the burgers were fabulous. My husband had a burger and he said it was one of the best burgers he ever had. Prices are very, very reasonable, and the quality is extraordinary, which I think is important. You do everything from scratch here. You're not pulling frozen things out of the refrigerator, the freezer, and that makes a big difference.
does.
That makes a big
We
difference.
go to some places and they're pulling salmon out of the freezer and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Doesn't taste the same.
Doesn't work.
No.
So we got a couple minutes till our pizzas are done, so we'll just bide our time here for a
That's
minute.
it.
Get ready. It really looks good. Hang on. Here it comes.
Perfect.
Probably turning the wrong way. Look at that. A little lopsided, but
Yeah, another
it
try.
works, right?
Yep, that's perfect.
Look at that. Is yours ready?
Yeah, almost.
So I'm going to pack up my pizza. Just keep it warm here on top of the oven while we get together with Alex and Nick, the owners of this beautiful restaurant, and find out a little bit more about what's going on here. Here I am with two of my very favorite merchants here in downtown Summit, Nick and Alex from Zappia's Delicatessen, which is right around the corner from where we are now on Union Place. This is their new venture at 16 Beechwood Road, and it is Zappia's Cucina and brick oven pizza. And you guys have done an absolutely fabulous job in here. This used to be the Asian fusion restaurant, and they have come in and now given it the Italian touch. And it is beautiful. Soft, lovely colors, snappy black accessories, and a pizza oven that's absolutely unbelievable. How are you guys today?
Very good, thank you.
Good.
Good.
Alex?
We're doing good.
Good?
Yeah.
So, we're ready to kick this baby off, huh?
Finally, yeah.
Yeah. Tell me a little bit about the idea behind this, because this is different from the deli around the corner. Even though you have chairs and people can come in and get breakfast, lunch, and take dinner home with them, what are you doing here?
It's an extension of the pizzeria, so we just wanted to add people sitting down with their families, bring your own, wine. It's just something that we couldn't do there, add on to, so we wanted to do it somewhere, and we found this place, and hopefully
Great.
it'll work out.
Great. So you had the pizza place over there,
Yes.
too. So that's going to close, and you'll incorporate it all here.
All here,
Yeah. And Alex was just talking about the wine, so people can bring their own wine if they like, which I always like to do. I think, oh, I'm going to bring a nice Chianti or something. But the other thing that you were telling me you arranged was with the liquor store across the street, right on the corner of Beechwood and Union Place, and they can pick up wine there. How will that work, Nick?
There'll be a wine list from the liquor store, and you can buy the wine off that list, and they will come and bring it over
Great.
to us.
That's
And you can
terrific.
Pay for it yourself. Yeah.
Quick and easy, no
and easy.
problem. Yeah, that's great. Tell me about your chef and a little bit about what you're going to serve, what you're expanding to.
Our chef Sal, he's been doing this for 30 years.
Sounds Italian to me.
Yeah.
From Italy.
He's from Italy. Good.
We're going to go from some Italian food to burgers to fish to raviolis. So it's a little of everything. Healthy options.
Great.
We'll have like a Beyond Burger, which is plant-based.
Oh, really? That's interesting.
We're trying to get a little bit for everybody.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Touching all our bases,
So you'll have-
free and vegan options. And,
Oh, gosh,
Yeah.
that's great.
yeah, we'll do specials daily.
That's terrific. Now, how about kids? Because I'm sure this is a great place to bring, your kids. I've been telling everybody that it's because this is where Beacon Hill used to be for people who want to get in their minds where they're located, which was a great family. Stop in, have a home-cooked meal, enjoy it. Well, I keep telling people when they say to me, what's going in? What's going to be going in? What's it going to be like? I say, it's the Italian version of the Beacon Hill. Go, be comfortable, have comfort food, great menu. Well, we have stuff for kids.
We have a kids menu. We'll have outside dining.
Oh, that's right. I wanted to ask you about that.
Yes, then we have that, and we also have a room in the back, which you can do birthday parties, for young and old.
And so when this part is full, we can all move to the back room.
Yes.
Yeah, and I have to tell you, Alex put up the most fantastic brick wall back there. It really looks cool and homey and neat. And your wife picked out the paint colors?
Yes.
Yeah, she did a good job.
Nice.
Yeah, she could do this for a living for sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I do follow you on Instagram, and people should do that with their pizzas and stuff. And speaking of pizza, tell me about this pizza oven.
This is a Marsal brick pizza oven.
Okay.
It
And what does brick pizza mean? What is that?
It's brick oven, so the whole entire inside of the oven is lined with bricks.
Oh, okay.
And when it heats up, it kind of circulates, so it evenly cooks the pizza.
Okay.
So it's not like your traditional pizza oven. It's a step above,
Okay.
and it'll do the job.
Does it cook faster than your normal pizza oven? I mean, if I came in and needed a
fast.
pizza, a little faster.
A little fast, not as fast as our old brick oven, but a little faster than
Yeah.
a traditional.
Traditional. But not like that 90-second pizza
No.
stuff. I don't want to say anything, but they aren't great to me. I like that a little bit of slow cook. Everything kind of bubbles and gets brown.
Yes.
Yeah. So I could come in for a piece of pizza for lunch, and then I could come back with my family and sit down and have a nice dinner with wine from across the street and beautiful entrees. And your phone number is?
The same number, 908-608-1200.
Put that in your phone books, everybody. And you're on Instagram and Facebook?
Yes.
Thank you, guys. I wish you all the luck in the world. I'm so excited you're up the street from me, and I walk by you every night to go to my car, so it couldn't be
If it's raining,
easier.
we'll deliver.
Okay, that's great. Or I'll just, as I go by, you can hand out these windows as I pull the car out. You know, great. Thank you ever so much, and all the best to you.
Thank you.
So those are my 2 food suggestions for today, but there are many more interesting eateries here in downtown Summit that I'm sure you would love to try. So stop by for lunch, walk around and visit some of our very unique shops, sit in one of our pocket parks and have a cup of coffee, and just enjoy our wonderful downtown atmosphere. If you come for dinner, you can stroll around and do outside dining and just enjoy the nighttime life here in Summit. So, stay tuned. We've got a lot more exciting things happening real soon. That's our show for today.
That's beautiful. Well done.
Woo!
Excellent. Look at that. Perfect.
Yeah,
Nice and even.
Yeah, it's great. It's great.
Love it.
Okay,
Nice.
perfect.